Denis Gilboy was jailed for life at Liverpool Crown Court in November of 2009. His crime was the heinous and brutal and audacious of 18-year-old Tony Bromley, who was treated like nothing more than prey. Tony Bromley was the very real casualty of an ongoing gang feud. Between the North London crime family, on one side you had the Grizedale gang, a then powerful and authoritative gang run by the dealing G family, and on the other side you had Starkey. The G family had a desire to K anyone remotely connected to the enemy, Jamie Starkey, and Tony Bromley and Jamie Starkey were said to be close friends. The gang feud was so bad that Daniel G had been struck with ammo by then 16-year-old Jamie Starkey, who had learning difficulties. At point-blank range with a Colt revolver, the two men had argued and confronted each other. Daniel G was said to have targeted Jamie Starkey's family on numerous occasions, even his mentally ill mum. Daniel also did things like break every window in their Everton home, rammed the car from behind, and even took one of Jamie Starkey's friends for 24 hours, put them in a derelict building with no means of escape, while they were then pelted with objects. Now, during the 15-minute argument fueled by drink and other items, Daniel G goaded Jamie Starkey, telling him do something, shh me now, or I'm going to kill your mother. So, Jamie Starkey had struck Daniel G with ammo. Now, in the aftermath, Daniel G offered Jamie Starkey £20,000 not to talk to police. Now, at the height of this gang warfare, Daniel G had recruited 24-year-old Denis Gilboy and 23-year-old Scott Walker. Daniel had effectively built the two men up, gave them a misguided purpose. As henchmen, they understood that the G family word was law in Everton. So when Daniel told Denis to K Tony, it was done without a question or any remorse. Now, in the months leading up to Tony's mum Sandra had contacted police numerous times, explaining members of the Grizedale gang had damaged the family car. She also told police that Tony had been in the car when members of the Grizedale gang had sped up from behind and made contact with the car, trying to spin the back end out. On a separate occasion, Sandra also told police that Denis and Scott had sideswiped Tony, and there were rumours circulating that they were going to cause serious harm to him. And then, at 1:26am on the February 14th, 2009, Tony Bromley was captured on CCTV walking along a brick road. He then headed along Belmont Road, where a motorcycle passed. Either Denis Gilboy or Scott Walker was the driver. It then made a U-turn where it began to give chase to Tony Bromley. Now, Tony ran for as long as he could, his legs growing tired with each stride and his breath laboured and ragged. In a cowardly act, Denis and Scott pulled out blades, long blades. Getting off the motorbike, the two men then gave chase by foot along a waste ground, swinging the machetes with such force and wildly. Tony was struck from behind, stabbed so deep that it went through, bone and spine exposed, and just 240 seconds later, Tony, badly injured, and the motorbike was seen travelling along Whitehaven Road, described as the G's Citadel. In Tony's final moments, he dialed 999 to beg for help. Sadly, he could hardly speak and he soon lost consciousness before he could give the location and name the people responsible for his M. Now, Tony Bromley was later found by police slumped in a doorway on Sprucewood Close, dead. Witnesses then came forward to state that they heard Denis's distinct voice at the crime scene. Now, Denis was arrested and so was Scott Walker, and they were found guilty of K-ing Tony Bromley. Denis Gilboy was jailed for life with a minimum term of 19 years. Scott Walker was also jailed for life with a minimum term of 17 years. Both men denied the M and even stated that they have an alibi for the date of the M. Condolences. Stay safe. Safe.